Do you treat your fasting journey like it's a diet fad? This week's episode, we're going to talk about why you should stop treating fasting like a fad if you do. Stay tuned. Welcome to the Fasting Focused Lifestyle Podcast, where each week I will be discussing all things fasting and how it can become the most valuable tool in your personal toolkit, so that you can live a long, healthy, and meaningful life. I'm your host, Vicki Sharon, and thank you for joining me.
Hello, saver. Whether you're saving for that trip to the tropics or saving for an emergency, now is the time to take advantage of Wells Fargo's savings options. Wells Fargo offers savings accounts that can help you save towards your goals. So, what are you saving for? Visit a Wells Fargo branch or wellsfargo.com/save to open a savings account today.
Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
Do you treat fasting like a fad? My hope is that you don't, but if you do, that's okay. I totally understand in the culture and society that we live in, but I'm going to challenge you to think about some things with this episode. I want you to think about, are you overcomplicating this process? Because I have seen across the board in the different forums and groups and people that I've spoken to that there is the belief that we have to overcomplicate this really, truly simple process of fasting. And I'm going to challenge you to think about why. Why do we feel like we have to overcomplicate this? Are you feeling any sort of fear that it has to be done a specific or certain way in order to be successful, in order to be to where you want to be, to reach the goals that you have set in line for yourself? Do you feel influenced or pressured by something that you've seen, read, heard, listened to, that it has to look like and feel a certain way on this journey? Throughout this journey, my hope is that you go into this journey, if not already in this journey, that you are letting yourself truly release these expectations of how your journey is supposed to be, how it's supposed to look, how it's supposed to feel. Because truthfully, I promise this journey is going to be so much different than any other conventional, static weight loss method that you have ever tried before. Because I know that was absolutely the case for me. My mindset in the very beginning, when I initially came into fasting, thinking that I had to follow ketogenic and that I had to use a ketogenic way of eating to be successful, was dismantled very quickly. And this process, I feel, allows you to really shine a light on what all those hangups were that we had about previous weight loss methods and why we weren't successful previously, and things that we could learn from these previous attempted weight loss methods, because this will also kind of bring to the surface the ability for us to realize that we don't need to utilize these shortcuts and gimmicks and fads. And truthfully, this, as I've said many times before, your journey should be long and meaningful and something that you give daily, moment to moment kind of attention to. And it's going to look different for everybody. So as I've said before, comparison is the thief of joy. So please never compare your journey to mine, to anybody else. My hope is that if you do look to other people, use that for inspiration or little nuggets of wisdom that you can use, take away, and implement in your own unique way on your own unique journey. Because this deliberate choice to abstain from eating is essentially really simple, but it's incredibly deep, because you're building, subconsciously, you are building an incredible amount of resilience, ability to withstand stressors, to face hardships, to face triggers and things that would normally, if you were like me as an emotional eater, would easily, like a light switch, drive you to eat without really having the need or hunger pang to even do so. Eating out of boredom, eating out of happiness, sadness, etc. This deliberate choice to abstain from eating, to allow this deep healing to happen, will grow in importance and meaning the further you go in this journey. And obviously, as you know, hopefully by now, if you are on your fasting journey, these challenges that you face along the way should always be treated as learning opportunities, something that you can see and recognize the hardship, the challenge that you face, to where that if it is something that challenges your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, stressors, triggers, that you are able to recognize that and to see what you are truly capable of through this journey, that you will be able to pull yourself up when you're down. And that will build incredible pride and tenacity for your journey. But also in those moments where you do have those victories, and truthfully, you should be having victories in every single day. Every single day, there's a victory for you to be had on this journey. And reflecting on those will build an incredible amount of gratitude for yourself, for your mindset, for your behavior, and give you an incredible amount of momentum to push forward. And the momentum and gratitude will just piggyback on top of the pride and tenacity that you feel after you've pulled yourself up when times get tough. And this ability to go the long distance, go the long haul, will dismantle the previously held thoughts, feelings, and belief that it has to be a conventional diet way of losing weight on your journey, that it doesn't have to fit into a box, that this journey should be full of ups and downs, that it should be full of stressors, challenges, victories, setbacks, because this journey is still a part of your life. This journey is a learning process that I feel, and I've said this before, it's worth repeating, you truly, through this journey, will rediscover a friendship, a love for who you are from within, just blossoming from inside. And it may sound like a little bit out there, but honestly, if you know, you know. And this is a mindset, this is a feeling that I want for every single person on this lifestyle that needs it from this lifestyle. Because diet culture will tell you that it's just measuring, weighing in, sticking to the rules, sticking to the food list, sticking to the products, the powders, the drinks, whatever. And a lot of the times, the mindset is not addressed at all. Might be mentioned of, hey, practice in some meditation, go for some exercise, and hey, there's your meditation, and it kicks in your endorphins, and you feel good, and you're really happy, and all this, and you're just plugging in to this method throughout your day as just a static, disconnected mind and body kind of practice. What you will realize on this journey, if you haven't got there yet, is that this incredible transformation, this journey, this process restores an incredible mind-body connection that no other weight loss method has ever given to me or allowed me to discover before. Breaking away from eating all day long is absolutely challenging at first, but as you know, when you get further along, the easier it gets. And I have felt along my journey that was the first challenge that I needed to tackle in order to be successful long term. And I set no established timeline for myself. I had hopes and aspirations, but I never set anything firmly in stone that it had to be a certain way. Every day I continued to wake up with this curious, excited mindset that I was going to discover something new about myself, discover something new that my body could do, that my body was capable of. And every single day, there was something to be grateful for. And my hope is that you also enjoy and feel the same experience on your fasting journey, because the possibilities of what you can achieve for yourself on this journey is totally up to you. You are totally in control, and you shouldn't limit yourself. You shouldn't put yourself in a box. You shouldn't put this method in a box or treat it like it's something that you have to do to torture yourself, to punish yourself. Because I promise you, if you stay in that mindset, it will keep you stuck, spinning your wheels, and essentially breaking away from this method entirely. And my hope is that never happens for any of you listening right now. My hope for you is that you come into every single day of this lifestyle, no matter what the method looks like for you, no matter the practice of fasting for you, no matter what your schedule looks like with how you break your fast or what your meal looks like, so long as you keep consistent, so long as you keep your level of awareness and attentiveness to your mindset, to the way that you think, feel about yourself in this journey with an open, loving, compassionate sort of mindset, curious, excited, and ready for what every single day can and will bring to you on this journey. It can be truly transformative, and I want that for every single person who wants it for themselves. If you are in need of supportive coaching on your fasting journey, I would love to support you. TheFastingFocusLifestyle.com has my calendar and more. And if you like this episode, I'd love to hear about it. Consider leaving a review, or if you have specific questions or ideas for upcoming podcast topics, Vicky, VICKI, at TheFastingFocusLifestyle.com. And as always, I believe in you, even if you don't. Take care. The Fasting Focused Lifestyle Podcast. Copyright 2023. The information given within this podcast is not intended or implied to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Please consult your doctor before starting any weight loss method. Thank you.
Hello, Saver. Whether you're saving for that trip to the tropics or saving for an emergency, now is the time to take advantage of Wells Fargo's savings options. Wells Fargo offers savings accounts that can help you save towards your goals. So, what are you saving for? Visit a Wells Fargo branch or wellsfargo.com/save to open a savings account today.
Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.